Alongside head Javelina men's basketball coach Johnny Estelle, I'm Mark and Sarah for Javelina Athletics. And coach, your home conference schedule finally starts up on Thursday and Saturday. UT Permian Basin on Thursday, Western New Mexico on Saturday. What are your expectations for your team in this week? Your team this weekend?
Well, home, what is that? I mean, we ain't been here in so long, but we're expecting to go out, and the crowd's gonna be a little diminished with the students not here, but it's a big time for the community and to come out to support this group of guys that are doing a great job. So, I continue for us. I want us to continue to play well. We didn't play particularly well the first half of last game, which is, like I said in our last interview, with 2 weeks off, that's expected. But we played a lot better, more Javelina brand basketball in the second half. So we've kind of fine-tuned some things these first few days of practice this week. We're expecting to come out and be very ready to compete and continue to build on the success we've had so far.
I got a kick out of your answer earlier today. One of your workers asked you, your student manager, Andrew, said, what do you guys have to do to get to 5-0? And your answers were, first, we got to get to 4-0. How, as a coach, do you make sure your team is focused first things first on Thursday, not on the weekend as a whole?
Well, I thought, in last week's episode of the coaching show, Robert Stevenson gave this group a great bit of advice. He says, no matter if you're 4-0 and 0-4, Coach Estelle is going to, coach you the same way, which is basically the way we live life. You can't bask always in your glory. You can't always feel bad when you have defeat. You got to continuously try to get better every day. So we're trying to stay grounded. We're trying to continue to build, our character and our winning ways. And you got to continue to do that every day, because sometimes you get complacent with a win streak. You can start thinking it's more about you, get more selfish thoughts and things, or get a little distracted. So that's where old Coach Estelle comes in. He comes in and kind of keeps you a little grounded, keeps our eye on the prize of winning a championship, and continue to embrace the culture of what we're trying to establish here.
This is a really good UT Permian Basin team coming in on Thursday. They've won, I think it's 10 in a row. They're one of the top teams in the nation in scoring. What are the things you guys are trying to accomplish in advance of that game to make sure you're prepared for the things that they do well?
Well, first of all, you got to look at your strength versus their weaknesses, and their weaknesses versus your strength. So, when you look at two teams and they're more offensive-minded probably than we are, and we're probably a little bit more defensive-minded than they are, it's going to be a contrast of styles. But, they're a well-coached group. Coach Newman, I've known for a long time. We've known each other about 20 years. He started in JUCO where I started at, and got a familiarity with each other. He's had a lot of success at every level. So he's built a roster and a program that's going to have a lot of good talent on both sides of the ball. So we just got to be the best version of us. Do the little things, win the possession war, continue to execute at a high level, and at the end of the day, defend and rebound at a high level and see what we got.
You mentioned the possession war. You guys have, I think, won the turnover battle in every single game you guys have played this season. What is the things that your team is doing well that's allowed you guys to be plus in turnovers this season?
Well, first of all, you got to take care of the basketball, and I think this team has done that better than most teams we've had in the past. They're taking care of the ball. We've had games for one game, I think it was Texas A&M, Texarkana, we had 20 assists, which is really good. So we're sharing the ball, we're taking care of the ball, and then also we're in the passing lane. We're a little quicker than we've been in the past. We can play a little bit more up the floor. We create more opportunities in terms of defensive possessions and chances to steal the basketball and score more points in that regard. But we're a disruptive defensive team. We lost the shot block leader in school history in Robert Stevenson, so we have to play a little different on defense. We can't funnel everything to the basket like we used to with him, so we have to be a little bit better to keep the ball out the paint and take charges, which we've done a good job of.
Have you been happy with the defensive play on the interior for the guys like Daniel Severo and Wilshire, the guys who have kind of picked up the slack with Robert Stevenson now gone this season?
Yes, I have. I mean, those guys are great. They're not great athletes, say like Robert, but they're very smart in playing positions, meaning that they're always a step ahead in terms of help defense. They're physically a little bit more stronger than Robert, so they're able to lean on guys and get them off the post a little bit. So they play a different style, but either way, our perimeter defense also helps our post defense because we're disruptive on the perimeter, and then also we can keep the ball out the paint.
Well, Coach, best luck. Hopefully we'll see you after the game. Thanks for the time.
Hey, thank you.